sure that all of our children have a chance to succeed.
Can the distributor step forward?
I actually wish I came up here for the agreeing section because I think I interpreted the definition of safety the same way as you guys.
Booster requirements are being put in place in Santa Clara County and in Contra Costa County for people who work in certain high-risk settings, and an indoor mask mandate is coming back to a part of the East Bay as well.
The last time we spoke, which was less than 2 weeks ago, I warned of a deluge of Omicron, and today, unfortunately, that deluge is here.
Dr. Sarah Cody is the public health officer for Santa Clara County. Today she announced all healthcare workers in the county will have to be boosted by January 24th, a week before the state's deadline of February 1st.
For workers in these higher risk settings, boosters are absolutely critical, given what we're facing right now, the need to ensure continuity of operations in those settings, and the vulnerability of the populations that they work with.
COVID-19 cases and the test positivity rates have increased in the county over the past 2 weeks. Hospitalizations haven't gone up as quickly. The county data shows they are increasing.
We need to make sure that hospitals and our healthcare workers are ready to take care of us.
In Contra Costa County, cases and the positivity rate have also increased over the last week.
We've also seen hospitalizations increase. There were 38 a week ago. Today there were 60.
Starting on January 10th, the county will require first responders to get boosted or tested weekly.
It's so important to keep that workforce healthy. We're seeing disruptions to many workforces.
And starting tomorrow, the county will require masks in all public indoor places without exceptions.
It became a no-brainer as we saw what is happening on the East Coast, which is about a week ahead of us in this Omicron wave, so it became clear that this was an important step.
Here in San Mateo County, a county health spokesperson says they're sticking with the state's guidance and are not considering local booster mandates at this time. In San Mateo County, Max Darrow, KPIX 5.
Let's go somewhere new with Nordic Track.
Like half of it, half the serving, that's the. Yeah, he did say, "Oh, go ahead, go her channel." You know, I said, y'all go in. I said, I ain't want to steal no subscribers, so I said, I'm not monetized, so I said, y'all want to come.
Hey guys, just really quick, want to let you know this video contains graphic descriptions of violence involving firearms, and also when we filmed this episode, it was a while back, and we were taking all the necessary safety below.
I didn't know it's bigger response.
I'm 39 years old, I'm a mom, and I help run my grandma's.
Hi, I'm Hayden, I'm 17, and I've been at senior.
My name's Heather. I'm an NRA certified handgun instructor, and I'm just here to have a little conversation about guns.
My name's John. I work in the software industry, and I'm a mass shooting survivor.
I'm Dylan, 23 years old, two-time mass shooting survivor.
I'm Taylor. I'm 20 years old. I was out there borderline gun shooting, and I work with police.
Ahmad, I'm the founder of Black Guns Matter, former
scumbag trying to do the right thing to defend the natural rights to protect life. I'm 37 years old and I'm a listener. I'm married to the code.
Yeah, so 4 months ago was my school shooting. November 14th today is actually the 4th anniversary. I didn't know the two people who the shooter shot, but I did know the shooter. So I did, in a sense, have a connection to someone who died because he did commit suicide after going to and getting free. So it's just crazy to have to go through that.
I had a cousin who died ultimately of a shotgun. It was an accident. His girlfriend accidentally shot him in the face with a shotgun. Yeah, and he lived for 3 or 4 months after that in complete agony and pain. I was, yeah, he was a little kid, so I mean that was really kind of the first I heard about something like that, right? And then, of course, with the mass shooting, I didn't know the people personally, but I've heard a number of stories. They all sound like great people.
My most recent was last week. A classmate of mine who got killed by the LSF, and then at his memorial service, I ran into my other buddy, Martin, who just got killed. He was in a barbershop, somebody ran in, shot him last week. And I've had those experiences just constantly, pretty much since the high school age.
During the shooting I was at, one of my best friends, he was like my brother, his name was Cody Kaufman. I pulled him out on the dance floor and we were dancing, we were having so much fun because he had just got new jeans that were like 2 sizes too tight. And I had just gotten new boots, and next thing you know, you do one more line dance and it's all over.
I was at the Vegas shooting at the concert and then Borderline as well. I had lost one person in Vegas that I had tried to help, and then at Borderline I had lost 8 people that I knew. Oops, sorry, not trying to cry. But
most of the people, not even just the people here, I think most of the people that's going to be watching, you may know someone that has experienced that. And I think that the key to solving that is finding out where that comes from. If that person took life and then wound up taking their own life, there's pain there. I think in my neighborhood, we just get so numb to it.
I was going to say I'm so sorry for everyone's here. I can't imagine going through it. And I have a question for you. So you're in high school. Do you feel safer or less safe being that your whole school is a gun-free zone?
I guess I feel safer, but I think at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if it's a gun or if it's a knife or it's a bomb or if it's a car running into people. I think he's going to do it no matter what.
Do you wish that there was more that you'd be able to have done? You must feel helpless.
It was like, I want to fight or flight, so my thing was like, I want to fight. I tried to do everything that I possibly could with the situation that I was in to be able to help. It may not have been the people in the quad, but it was the people in my class. So my first thing was, how do I make them feel safe? So it was like unplugging the computer cart, putting it up against the door, stacking desks in front of the door, making sure that people couldn't get in. And I was watching like the news on my phone, and I'm not going to tell them that like, these people are dead or these people are injured because that's just going to make it worse. I think that mass shootings are a problem, but I think that a lot of the time we're focusing on the wrong thing when it comes to mass shootings. It is a double-edged sword. We should focus on some sort of gun regulation, but at the same time, the other side of the sword is it's a lot of mental health. I think mental health is our problem in the United States because we don't focus on it enough.
It seems like the other side tries to push, like, I think we don't care. And I think we care very, very much. People think that, people who own guns just want to shoot things. I mean, personally, I'd be terrified if I ever had to use it in self-defense, and that's why there's something trained.
Caller, to get yourself enrolled, please press 1 to speak to a line. Please hold while you are being transferred. Your call is very important to us. Please stay on the line and you'll be transferred to the next available agent.
Hello?
Oh, yeah, hi. Thank you for responding to our services. How are you doing today?
I'm horny.
Beg your pardon?
Hello?
Hello?
Yes?
Yeah,
Hello?
hi, I see that you're responding to get a lower rates on your existing credit card. Is that correct?
What's the percent?
Well, this call is in simply regards to lower down the first rate on your existing credit card.
What percent you can give me?
Sorry?
What percent you can give me?
What? Sir, can you speak up? You're breaking.
What percent you can give me for my card?
Person, can I give you?
You can hear me?
Sir, can you repeat that again?
What percent you can give me for my card? Yeah, what? How many percent can give me for my card? No, I like 0.0069%. 0.0069%. Yeah. Yeah. Hey guys, I'm walking at the lake. So it's like 12:30. First day of the year. I just want to get out from the house. That's it. Yeah. Now walking out. It's about 10 minutes. And then going back just to get out. From the house and see other people. So I'm going to put more videos for my podcast and vlog channel. So now I have more time. I don't go to school. Have time for other people, things I like. Yeah. See you guys. Hey guys, this is me again. I'm going back to my house. I walk about 10 minutes. So I'm heading back. I will not show you guys. I show you guys. I know you guys can see my other channel, my first channel. You guys know see my house, but I'm going to not show you guys. See you guys.
But I've never really used it. When you're in there, your mind just kind of blanks out, and you don't really end up doing anything. I just end up looking at people, and I think about a lot of things. I do write in my bullet journal because I write down like how I'm feeling and things. So I do take my bullet journal out. Everything else I just take just in case. Taking my phone so I can DM you guys and message you guys and very action forward. I go there and read like the most. It's exactly what I'm doing.
Switch this up. So I never got over to the, not these sweaters, don't care about those. Those are kind of, what are these? This looks like something, like what? This looks like something the bomb squad wears or something. When they're trying to like defuse a bomb. Who would wear that? Alright. Let's see. New York, Florida shatters single day records for COVID. Yep. Can see that. Yep, we know this. Maybe they'll let us actually look at this. The paywall would not. Yep, see, this is exactly what I'm saying. So recent studies suggest that the Omicron variant of the coronavirus, whoop, that's loud. The coronavirus variant of the Omicron virus, the Omicron variant of the coronavirus is less severe because it impacts the lungs in different ways. Less efficient at replication in the lungs. I believe it replicates in like the upper trachea, which is why it just has URI type symptoms. Which makes it less severe. It's really when it gets deep down the lungs and starts replicating. So there's a problem. So we get that deep cough you can't get rid of. That's what causes severe inflammatory reactions to the lungs. And I will say, like I said, I was on diagnostic radiology call the last 2 days, and I read so many chest CTs and so many chest x-rays for COVID patients. It was insane. This is the most I've read in a very long time, so it's a lot. It's very, COVID's very popular in New Jersey and New York area right now. Say that. So, what else is popping?
I guess it's done recording. Yeah, it's almost at 7:30 in the morning. So I just I let the car outside. So that's it. I can share you guys like that. I record like that.
Chisholm from Chisholm Law Firm. I've helped thousands of people start their own nonprofits. The money raised for charity. 麦わらの男は
火の山が運命を決めるだ。悲しみと憎しみを生んできたか。Zはその全てを叩きつぶ起こったことは同情に値する。お前のように簡単に割り切れるのが人間。
ガープ中将。
何じゃい。
どんなお人だったのですか。
奴あれよりも強く海軍の正義を信じてもゼファーは真面目な男じゃった。あの時代のライバルたちと命を削って戦っていた。妻と子供がゼファーに恨みを持つ海賊に殺されたのじゃ。そして年月なく子供がゼファーに恨みを持つ海賊に殺されたのじゃ。そして年月が経ち、しかしさらなる悲劇が奴を襲った。ゼファーが率いた新兵たちの訓練艦がゼファー自身右腕を切り落とされる深手を負わされた。それでも奴が海軍に残っておった。 海兵として立たせる最後の砦を崩れるかもしれない。ジェマーは海軍から姿を消し、己の手で組織したネオ海軍を率いてな。お前らダメだ海軍。迷いのない敵は手強いぜ。世界の範囲は知っている。洗えてはい好きだったでしょ。あんたかっこいい男になりたくて。正義を。俺もさ、あったらまたさてでも海軍には真の正義は遂行できない。今度あったらまたさてでもお前を殺したくない。俺もさ。
これが海楼石の段か。
お前らいつまでこんなところでチンタラしてんのか。
俺たちさっき会ってんだ。
あいつは海軍からダイナガンを奪った。
衝撃を与え空気に触れるとでもその威力の巨大さに一般での保持は禁止されてる。ちょっと待って、そのエンドポイントって何なんだ。
それをエンドポイントっていうの。エンドポイントは本当にあるの？
ある。ファルストセカンド。
政府が調査して伝説は嘘だったと実証したはずでは。
この事実を知るのは政府と軍の上層部だけだ。嘘ならば海軍がこんなに慌てるわけがない。最後の一つを破壊されると。さあ
待ってんだろ。なかなかのもんだ。最強装備のことを覚えてるかい？なかなか。
兄ちゃんたち。
そうじゃんだ。帽子を取り込む。
マシフィスタじゃねえから巻き添えかい。
先に突っ走ってっちゃったわ。
マシフィスタじゃねえから。
人確保ぞ。
おい。海賊王になるための
Zだ。迷いがあるなら自分で断ち切っておいてくれ。ナミさん。
私も戻りました。そんなあとは Z だ。ルフィのところへ行くぞ。
小僧。所詮お前は海賊。
これは俺のやりたいようにやる。
ガキのようだな。それが最後だ。
俺はやる。
体がもう大した気がする。お前だ。かけたのに。ゾロ際にはお前のあるのだろう。
ダメです先生。
When I first started my business, I was doing everything myself.
俺は最後にやりたいようにやれた。すぐにやった落とし前はつけなくてはな。先にルフィお受けできねえ。麦わらのルフィ、お前にはお前の冒険があるのだろう。ここはこの Z に任せてもらう。
おじさん。
先生ダメです先生。
残念。最後に俺の死に場所を作ってくれたのか。 稽古をつけてやる。
Healthy U Bending is better than a franchise. Here are 10 reasons why. Number 1.
Hey everyone, my wife starts up here, Burby, and how snacks and starch if you have a milk. What? Can you earn or gift it? And here's where you come in. What are the people who live around that place? Ever else? Number 2, everything can start with blockchain. Let's take an example, get your health safely tracked once it's stored in blockchain. It will make it easier and faster to trace the origins of that drug. Store them safely, reduce the cost, and make the entire system help. Number 3, online tutoring for the ones to be getting widely accepted. And you launched a dedicated fitness app out for a few years with the world and others to watch everything live. And Amazon is a platform.
Very exciting video today. It's a 2022 starched that I did not make any progress on this goal. I'm sad to say in 2021 I still struggle with eating vegetables, and I will continue to put that on my goal list until I reach that goal. So I can't check that one off either. But I have been working out twice a week, actually sometimes more than twice a week, because I felt like I couldn't work out more and example for do, but the stuff that we want to do next involves a lot of money and like contractors and stuff, so that I knew that that wasn't going to happen. And I'm on target. I have a long bed. Okay, so we're met, and I personally don't think that is bad at all. I'm really proud of myself, and I'm so excited for 2022. Hi, Mimi. Okay, so I'm going to set my 2022 goals, I promise. I just want to break it up a little bit by doing some physical work and then computer work and then going back and forth. So I have a long to-do list today. I'm just going to This vlog is going to be like this. Okay, I recently got this new blanket. You guys know this is from Target, but I really want to wash it. I feel like you should always wash your new blankets. And I'm also going to wash Vinny's blanket that she uses on her bed. So getting rid of this. Next thing I need to do is replace our shower liner. So we obviously have a shower liner in here, and I can't remember the last time I replaced it. It's getting really like filled with soap and stuff, so I'm going to shower liner, and it just was. And this one pack has lasted me like 3 years, so
Squarespace lets you run your brand like a business with e-commerce.
Okay, so I have a little to-do list here. I'm going to get those and set our goals for 20 minutes. I'm gonna do this basically be able to buy for that part or whatever showing achievable goal, but of course it all depends on like the algorithm. It depends on like if God wants to bless me with that. It depends on how much work I put in. So there's a lot of different factors.
r/ask Reddit. What has the COVID-19 virus made you realize? That I was working too hard because of all the suffering. I'm actually kind of ashamed to admit it has been great for my mental health. That my job doesn't care if I die. Edit. Thanks for the upvotes, comments and awards everyone. Having the option to do something and not doing it sucks far less than not having that option at all. Because of the lockdown, I found that people think my preferred way of living is hell. Edit. I did not expect to wake up to all these replies and upvotes. Thanks for all the love, Reddit fan. Stay strong. How many jobs meetings really can be done remotely? That minutes wage workers are way more important than people think, and that people would be screwed without entertainment. That a company can run 5 months without a CEO, but it can't run a single day if workers do not show up all at once one day. How much you touch your face and how often you touch public surfaces. I was not washing my hands enough. I didn't realize how much my work defined who I am. I'm a barber, and after a week and a half of not doing it, I feel very incomplete. As cheesy as it may sound, it's my art form and it gives me a lot of meaning. I'm very hopeful, though, that I'll make it through this and be able to do it again. A large portion of this country lives paycheck to paycheck. I've always seen the stats but never fully realized the effect of that until now. Edit. I'm in the US. I miss hanging out with my brother and sister. We're all in our late 20s-ish. I'm the oldest of 30, and the three of us have hung out all day every day for 8 days now. I love it. How much food I actually waste on a regular basis. I always thought we did pretty good about not buying too many groceries or making too much, ordering too much, etc. How wrong I was. I set a goal for our household that we would use up all of our leftovers before making new stuff. It's forced me to be creative and experiment in the kitchen. Really shows you how long your pantry fridge can actually last you. Our system isn't prepared for a big outbreak of some kind of sickness. Just how privileged I am. Don't get me wrong, I have plenty that keeps me up at night, but compared to the trouble a lot of people are in, my worries are nothing. This country is full of people having to choose between risking their family's health versus risking eviction. Folks with parents in nursing homes who they can't visit. People with chronic health conditions who are terrified of a flare-up while the hospitals are full. Hospital workers who are living in their garages because there are PPE shortages at work and they're afraid of infecting their families. I can't imagine how much stress a lot of my neighbors are under right now. Being on quarantine is difficult as duck living out of your car. How much we take for granted that everything just works. That things like a global supply chain just work. That an average Joe like me can, in the dead of winter, reliably expect to see oranges in the produce aisle. How much we now rely on others as a society.
guys, real quick, let me give you a tip on Udemy. It's an amazing place where you can learn just about anything from the comfort of your...
Defeat beginning and killed 5.5 million. Numbers of infections are breaking records almost every day across North America, Europe, and Asia. The Omicron variant is behind much of that surge. Scientists in Britain believe a person sick with the strain can infect 3 to 5 others, far more than with the Delta variant. And the World Health Organization warns the two variants could combine and cause what it calls a tsunami of infections around the world. Despite this, the Director General believes the pandemic can end this year if countries work together.
But I still remain optimistic that this can be the year we can not only end the acute stage of the pandemic, but we also chart a path to stronger health security. Building on the successes and failures, we must not only share vaccines faster and more equitably with COVAX and Abbott, we must support countries in manufacturing and rolling them out to everyone. And access to new treatments must also follow.
Since its discovery in southern Africa in November, many studies have found the Omicron variant causes milder disease than others. Admissions to hospitals in the US, UK, and Denmark are lower than during previous waves, and South Africa says it may have passed its peak. Some scientists believe Omicron will displace Delta and become endemic like the seasonal flu, but others are more cautious, as Kamal Santamaria explains.
You may have heard Dr. Tedros, the head of the World Health Organization, talking about the twin threats of Delta and Omicron. But whether it's a twin threat to you in your particular part of the world, well, that depends. I'm going to show you some maps, first of all, from our world in data. The red map is showing Omicron infections, or at least where Omicron is more prevalent. Pretty easy to see, and no surprise, they're down in South Africa. That's where we first saw Omicron. Also Australia, India, and Russia. But I would draw your attention to Europe. Have a look. The UK, yes, we know there is a prevalence of Omicron in the UK, but the rest of Europe is not as badly affected. It is dealing with Delta. Change to the blue map, and actually I'll change back and forth. Have a look at the change across Europe between the Omicron and the Delta maps. You can see there is a lot more Delta to deal with in Europe as there is in South America and parts of Southeast Asia. Now, just to give this a slightly different take, I've chosen 9 different countries here, and we're looking at their share of different infections. The red is Omicron.
Just another cat lady, about to eat some cat food.
Now, with the magic of Krakoa and Dawn of X, he was able to return to us, being resurrected and also regaining his power. The ability to basically mimic anyone's skill set and precognition, where he can basically use his abilities to read a person and predict their next move of attack in a battle, which is pretty sweet. He often also builds his own advanced tech, and even when depowered, is known to possess a great level of intellect, making him a challenging adversary whether or not he has his mutant abilities. Even as a depowered mutant, you might not want to mess with him. Number 9, Lady Mastermind. Lady Mastermind, aka Reagan Wingard, recently popped back up in the giant-sized Nightcrawler comics and was welcomed into the mutants. Who is known as Mastermind? Well, she's the daughter of Jason Wingard, aka the original villain known as Mastermind. Her powers take after her father's, allowing her to create realistic illusions projected into her target's minds. While she also has an even lesser-known suspected half-sister, Reagan's powers are even at her Mastermind. Hilarious considering. And activist, hence his name. Gentle's real name is Nesno Abidemi. I hope I'm saying that right. Nesno Abidemi. I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong.
lot for these things in my mind right now. So I have no clue what they were. I have a buddy who will know all about this stuff. Okay. And if you give me, say it, but it's pretty close. They're flintlocks. They look late 18th, early 19th century. So I'm figuring who's an officer with a peg leg?
Basically, he doesn't know anything about them, and he won't admit it. But that's why we call it you down here. Like, basically, he doesn't know anything about them, and he won't admit it. But that's why we call it you down here.
Okay. Do you mind if I pick it up? Yes. They are flintlock. Wow, that is so cool. So normally there'd be a side plate here, right, which holds the lock to the wood of a stock. They did away with the side plate and actually put in sort of little brass washers on each end, and you can see how the screw is designed. So they took the original screws, created brass washers, and just put these. It would be loaded, and you kind of bring it up and fire. That is so cool. So what do you think it's worth? Normal. I'm not there with these. I really need it. Evaluation and a price. I'm not there with these. I really like to test fire.
That's brilliant. Which you could have. All right. Let me get my phone. We'll change numbers and we'll get the range.
Okay.
All right. That's how.
I set them, so I want you to put a load them. Okay. So this one's going to be ready. And that one's ready.
All right, you ready, chum? All right, Rick, I told you once, and I'll tell you again.
Oh! Woo! All right, I think so.
All right. Pretty freaking awesome.
Yeah, so, what do you think they're worth?
It's hard to value something like this because it's, you haven't seen another one come through. But I think the association, the engraving of the name of the Captain Morris and his association with the founder, and the fact that they're so unique and that they work, I think at the right auction, $25,000 for it.
You like that? Okay. So what we take from
Alex said 25 racks. I want 25 racks.
Well, good luck with that. If you want to put it in an auction, you can go get paid a year and a half.
I don't know anything about auctions, so yeah.
If you want to put it in an auction, you can go get paid a year and a half.
I don't know anything about auctions, so yeah.
So I'll give you 10 grand.
So 20,000.
I might get 20,000 out of it if I sell for 25. Okay, I'll be fair with you. I'll give you 13 grand.
What about 15? Can we go 15 at least?
Better, so you know what? I'll risk it 15.
Yeah, that's all right. Thank you. Let's do it.
So bring it down to the shop. What else you get?
Because it is almost 7:30 in the morning. I wake up since 6:45. My cat wake me up, so I feed him, feed the cat, and I stay at the bed for 30 minutes more. Next I wake up, and I'm walking out my house and walk with my cat. So, okay, and now I'll going to the lake, walk. Yeah. Everything is good. I start to slowly not be on my laptop in the morning, be after I wake up. Oops. That's my spot. Yeah, I'm good. I walk near the lake. Yeah. Slowly get my life together. I know this is not the first time. I was saying this is not the first time I'm going to be lost and hit my lower point again. So I know how to do everything because it happened to me a couple of times, so I know what to do. So yeah, that's life. You are up and downs, down and up, left, right, left, sideways or what. That's life for you. Yeah, I'm walking right now. So
at least 2 years. I feel like there was a big snow the first year I moved to DC. That would have been 2019. But maybe my timeline's fuzzy, I don't know. But regardless, super pretty outside. I was thriving walking to work, to and from like the metro. I was just all about the snow. And then I came home, made lunch, did a little bit more work. I think I just wrapped up for the day. It's like 4:30. So nice to get home and get off a little bit early. But that is the official start to this week's Work Week in My Life vlog. Not a ton planned this afternoon. I have a HelloFresh box coming today. Hopefully, I'm hoping it doesn't get delayed with the snow and stuff like that. But should be getting that tonight. And then just have some like small miscellaneous things I want to do. Leo is being an absolute menace right now. But like I was saying, my stepsister got me this really cool notepad for Christmas that's kind of like thought mapping based intentions. I'm not doing a great job describing it, so I'll show you guys in a second, but I haven't really taken any time to outline any of my 2022 goals or just like reflect on 2021 as a whole or anything like that. So I think I'm gonna take the extra time that I have tonight to do that. I'm gonna change into a little bit comfier clothing. I don't know if you guys could just see Leo literally snatch my hand. This behavior is insane right now. Anyway, snatch my hand. I'm gonna change into a little bit comfier clothing. I don't know if you guys could just see Leo literally snatch my hand. This behavior is insane right now. Anyway, gonna go do that and then I will catch up with you guys in a sec. Super quick after the day before I get comfortable clothes. This necklace is from Oriana. They just opened a storefront area. This top is from TJ Maxx. I can't decide if I'm super into it or I absolutely hate it, but I feel like it's just a really good, safe work top. It has a little closure in the back. Like nice, high neck, easy enough to throw on. And then I'm just wearing my express dress pants. You guys have seen these. Deep, but it's safe. I can't decide if I'm super into it or I absolutely hate it, but I feel like it's just a really good, safe work top. It has a little closure in the back. Like nice, high neck, easy enough to throw on. And then I'm just wearing my express dress pants. You guys have seen these a million times. And I had my Nike sneakers on, but they're waiting outside because they were covered in snow. I did not wear the right shoes at all to work, so I left them outside to dry for a little bit. Definitely a very simple outfit, but super easy to throw on. So I will have links to everything that you can find down below in case any of you want to check it out.
Tidings where love is abiding and sadness subsiding on this happy Christmas day. With families together and friends of forever, rejoice as they gather on this happy Christmas day.
So here's what we won't do. We won't let self-doubt win again. Because together, we're working on something more real. With a real plan to go for real 360 support. That's Anytime Fitness. That's Real AF.
Jumping in real quick to talk to you guys about this week's sponsor, which is HelloFresh. You guys know if you've been watching pretty much any of my vlogs throughout the last year, I am the biggest fan of HelloFresh. I'm actually coming up on my 1-year anniversary with HelloFresh. With my own money, sponsored or unsponsored, you guys know that I genuinely love and use their products, and I'm so excited to be partnering with them actually all throughout 2022. They are the only brand that I agreed to a long-term partnership with, which I think just speaks in and of itself of how much I love their brand. I usually get the 3 meals a week option for 2 people, but they have a ton of different plans and options depending on your dietary restrictions, how many people in your family. But this week I picked up the 1-pan pineapple salsa chicken tacos, roasted pepper cavatappi Milano, and this creamy dill chicken with potatoes and broccoli, which I think is actually what I'm gonna make tonight. It's a new year, new you, and HelloFresh is here to help you stay on track. They have simple recipes with fresh, pre-portioned ingredients that help limit meal prep time and cut back on trips to the grocery store. And the meals are genuinely good. Something that I didn't know about HelloFresh is that it only takes a week from the produce you get from the farm to your doorstep, which is peak freshness. HelloFresh is quick and easy. They offer a wide variety of meals that include 20-minute meals, easy cleanup, low prep options. So if you are in a pinch for time or you just have a really busy schedule, they definitely have an option for you. HelloFresh cuts down on your food waste by at least 25% compared to regular grocery shopping. So it's a really great sustainable option as well. If you guys are interested in checking out HelloFresh, we'll have the link in the description. And you can use the code AmyRoush16 to get 16 free meals and 3 free gifts. Again, I'll have everything linked down below. Thank you so much to HelloFresh for partnering with me on this week's video. And let's get back to the vlog. This is the notepad I was talking about. It's called mind mapping. That was the phrase I couldn't remember, but I think that this is so cool and it's like a fun way to kind of just dump all your ideas onto one page. So like I was saying, I kind of want to make a 2022 goals. There's like a little section for a to-do list here, notes, reflection, and then I love how minimal and open this is because you could really take it in any direction that you want to. So I'm pretty sure the company this is from is actually only online. So I'll see if I can find a link to this down below in case any of you are interested in checking this out. I feel like it's such a good intentional gift to give someone, and the store has a ton of really cute sticky notes and pens, journals, planners, everything kind of under that realm. So super excited about this. And then this is super random, but I wanted to include it for a couple years down the line when I end up rewatching this vlog. I love having little memories documented like this, but my friend Haley sent me this bread as a late Hanukkah gift, and I just thought that was the cutest thing in the world. I had a small little piece of it last night, and it's delicious. It's from Russ and Daughters. Super, super thoughtful, and just made my day. So wanted to include that, but super excited to have a piece of this tonight as well. I completed my initial mind map, and I want to and to go through some of the things I wrote down, just because I think some of them are more universal than others. Like, you guys probably don't care about like the back-end business goals I have for like my YouTube channel, or, you know, very specific goals I have with my 9 to 5 or stuff like that. And I think I'm gonna let this sit for a day or two, because I know I'll be in the shower and think of something, or I'll think of something on my way to work, especially when it comes to like bigger general themes for the year. But I think my number one goal of 2022 is to stop thinking of my life as segmented as I currently do. I think I really think of my life in like a bunch of little sections of a pie. Almost like YouTube is one part of my life, 9 to 5 is another part of my life, like relationships with my friends is another part of my life. And the way I currently think about it, none of it overlaps. Like, none of it can overlap. It has to remain separate, and I don't really know why that's the case, because there is so much overlap already, but in my head there's not. Like, my entire YouTube channel is about my 9 to 5, but in my head it still feels very separate, because I do keep so much private, and I don't want to change that per se, but I think I want to stop thinking of myself as this person that has almost 3 separate identities, like Amy through YouTube, Amy at her 9 to 5, and Amy outside of her personal life, and just start thinking of it as like, this is who I am, and all of these things make up one person. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's something I've been thinking about a lot, and just like simplifying the way that I identify myself, because like putting this pressure on myself to be 3 not completely different people, because I think I'm very similar in all of those assets. It's just, I mean, I think that's definitely a universal experience. No matter what you do, what job you're in, like, you're going to be a little bit different at work than you are with your friends, or with your family, or to a stranger at the grocery store. Like, it's not that you're not being who you are authentically, it's just a different side of yourself. I think I just want to take off the pressure of that, and like blend those identities a little bit more. I don't really know if that really makes sense, and I don't fully know if that makes sense to me either, but that's my number one overall goal of 2022. And I put that kind of like at the top corner of the mind map up here, and then under the reflection and note section, I wrote down some like brief kind of quotes that I am trying to live by, and I definitely want to add more to this, because I feel like the ones that I have right now they're not negative, but they're not like super uplifting either. The first one I actually got from a Joshua Bassett interview on the Zach Sang show, and he was saying, it was something along the lines of, don't let them tell you who you are, and I feel like that really stuck out to me, because I am so nervous all the time of people misinterpreting what I say, or like thinking that, like taking something out of context, or I have full context when I'm editing, it just like comes off different to me, because I actually know the full scope of something, and it just coming off like I have like big head, or I'm arrogant, or, you know, like I'm rude by accident. Like, there's so many ways that you can come off negatively, regardless if you post on social media or not. And I think letting go of like other people's expectations of me, or just like other people's opinions of me, really aren't my business. And that's something that I think I've lived by pretty well the last couple of years, but it's something I just want to continue to like work towards and be more cognizant of. And then something else that I think I've also lived by pretty clearly is just understanding the expectation that nobody owes you anything in life. And I think when I accepted that, it was very freeing for me. Like, no one owes you a response to anything. Nobody owes you like to show up for anything. Like, you can't, I don't want to say you can't rely on people, because you should be able to rely on your friends. And I think there's a difference between like people not owing you an answer, an explanation, and like being an asshole in general. But I think it's something I've found very freeing throughout the years, is just like letting go the expectation that someone needs to show up or say something or do the right thing all the time, and just like, if they do, great. If they don't, like, they didn't owe that to you, and like it's okay to move on, or and on like really small scale things too, without like the set expectation. I don't know. I don't think I did a good job articulating that either, but that's something that I've found really freeing, like I said. And then I want to find like another little quote in there that's a little bit more positive, because I feel like both of those, they're not negative, but they're not necessarily like, this is going to be your best year, you know? So I'm going to sit on those like when I'm showering or walking to work. It'll come to me, or I'll read something, it'll come to me. And then I have like, let's see, 6 different categories kind of off of my mind map of 2022 in the center. The first one being health. I feel like everybody has health goals. This is something I've really prioritized in the last year or so. You guys know that I go to Orange Theory now, and I really, really like it. So I just have like some general goals. I really try not to make them specific because I think that that's kind of where you set yourself up for failure sometimes. Like I, in the past, have had very specific goals on like metrics and timelines, and I just put more general things like continue to have an even healthier relationship with food, or drink more water, which I always say I'm going to do, and I do really well for like a minimum, and some like more community relationship-based goals. Like I think something that I find really humbling is like challenging yourself to think about literally anybody other than yourself, and like how I feel like we hear it all the time, like how do I be a better neighbor, how do I service my community, but like are you actually doing it? And that's something that like it's an uncomfortable kind of thought process to have with yourself. But like, of course, if somebody's like, oh, you should volunteer, you're like, yeah, I would love to, I'm just like so busy. But like, are you like, you can't make time once, even twice a year to go volunteer? Or like, I don't know, I saw a tweet last week that they were asking for people in the community to come help build like rapid test kits in DC, and I couldn't go because I had COVID at the time. But like things like that, like I could take 3 hours out of a Saturday and like actually do something to help out a community. I don't know, just stuff like that. I think I want to really challenge myself to be a better neighbor and better in my community, and I am really lucky to have a following on YouTube and Instagram and stuff like that, that I do shout out a local business. I know that they receive customers from it, and I love hearing that from my favorite places. Like every time you guys tag Zeke's in a post and tag me saying that you win, or you know, like things like that, I really, really love. There's just so many small businesses in DC that have truly impacted my time here and have made it feel like home that I wish I promoted more. So I want to make a better effort towards that this year. And then, of course, just like being a better friend and showing up for the people in my life that I love so much, and making sure that I am really prioritizing them. I've really cut back on like hanging out with people I don't want to be around, or I don't think are making me a better person. Just like a bunch of goals in that realm as well, like kind of tying from community to relationships. So, like I said, definitely not everything on my list. There's a ton more on here, but I think this could be like an hour video if I ramble long enough. But sorry the heat just turned on, but I have been talking for 16 and a half minutes now, so I'm gonna wrap it up. Hopefully this gets cut down significantly because I don't think any of you want to sit through that. But super cool notepad, very cool gift as well. So I'll try to leave a link down below, like I said, because I feel like it's just super unique. I don't know why I'm really struggling to wrap up this clip concisely. So hopefully you guys enjoy this little goal setting segment, and I'll check in with you guys when I am making dinner.
If you're searching for a career that makes a difference, you can find it as a dental assistant. For over 50 years, Carrington College has been preparing students to make a difference with our healthcare programs, which means you'll get the right hands-on training and experience to prepare you for a job you can be proud of. With a campus near you and classes taught by professionals in the field, you'll graduate with the confidence to step right into a career in dental assisting. Plus, do it all affordably and in as few as 9 months. Go to carrington.edu and see the difference we can make together.
When life happens, go to Marble Law to get the right lawyer.
I'm very happy that I made that decision, and Marvel is continuing to work with me. It's very flexible with my schedule.
At Marvel, you get an entire team, all working to move you forward. Marvel moves you forward. Go to Marvel.
The lighting is not super ideal right now, but it is Wednesday evening. I feel like this vlog started off super strong, and then yesterday just like not even shit hit the fan. I don't even know what happened, honestly. I had every intention of vlogging yesterday, and I feel like I got a decent amount of B-roll clips like at my office, going to get coffee, kind of my daily routine, and then when I got home I was just so tired for some reason. I ended up doing basically nothing yesterday after work. I got home, made a quick snack, went to Orange Theory. It was their Inferno Day, which if you do Orange Theory, you're probably familiar with that workout, and it absolutely breaks me out. Like, I was tired to begin with, but that class just like took any energy I had out of me. It felt really good. It was a good workout. Like, I'm definitely sore today, and I feel like it made a difference, which I like. Like, I like feeling a little bit sore after working out because I feel accomplished. And I walked to and from the studio just because the roads were so icy, and I still haven't taken the time to clean off the ice on my car yet. So came home from that, showered, and essentially passed out. I didn't even make dinner. I was just so tired. I went to bed, woke up this morning, went to work as you guys saw, and am now just trying to play catch up a little bit. I vlogged a little bit today, but you guys ended up seeing it earlier in the vlog. You might recognize like sweatshirt clips from the Hello Fresh segment, just because I ended up talking for so long on Monday that the way it would have naturally pieced together would have been almost 20 minutes into the video, which is just not super ideal for sponsorships, obviously. So came home, made dinner, and now I'm just playing catch up. Like I said, I don't have a ton I need to do. I made a coffee at like 6, which is risky because I know I'm not going to fall asleep now until probably 1 or 2 a.m. It's so crazy to me that in college it was a regular thing for me to order coffee at like 9, 10 p.m. and have no issue going to bed. My caffeine tolerance was just so high at that point in my life. So definitely feeling a little bit more energy now. I know I touched on this earlier in the vlog, but I feel like I'm just struggling with balance. I honestly don't know how I fit in YouTube with having a 9 to 5, and I guess the answer is that I really don't. Like yesterday I didn't end up really vlogging at all. And just like, I don't understand how people who have 9 to 5s have hobbies. Because I feel like I barely have time to function. I guess YouTube would be my hobby in this scenario, but like, even having one minor hobby, I feel like my life is off balance. Like do you know what I'm saying? And like, Nike sneakers per usual. Roads are looking a little bit more clear today, so hoping for a not super slick walk to work, but that is the vibe.
I'm loving life.
This year,
Come on.
Aloe moves you with access to 3,000.
A beautiful Sports Illustrated swimsuit model is issuing a warning after she says somebody planted a tiny tracking device in her coat.
It was the scariest moment ever.
It's called an Apple AirTag, and you can use it to find your lost keys or your lost wallet. You can attach it to pretty much anything, and using the app on your phone, you can see where the missing item is at all times. But now creeps are using the device to track
I'm back. Oh, it's a new work. Oh. Oh, 7:30. Schedule to pack out.
Like I said, dinner, I got from work, and honestly it wasn't the best. It was lightheaded because of that. So I inhaled a bunch of food inside the vegetarian class that I had already signed up for it and didn't want.
I had no idea it existed until it happened to me.
25-year-old Brooks Nader says someone must have slipped the
AirTag into her coat while she was out with friends at this restaurant bar in New York City.
Once I was already on my walk home, halfway home, I got the notification that was like, someone's tracking you and has been for a while. So I freaked out, obviously.
The notification read, unknown accessory detected. This item has been moving with you for a while. The owner can see its location. Other women have also found themselves tormented by the Apple AirTag.
So somebody put an AirTag on my car.
This woman recently went viral after posting video of her searching her car for an AirTag device after being notified she was being tracked.
It's right here.
Former Bachelor star Colton Underwood was accused by his ex-girlfriend Cassie Rudolph of using a similar device to track her after they broke up. Now this model, who was featured in the 2021 Sports Illustrated issue, wants to put out to the world that everyone should stay vigilant so this doesn't happen to you.
I think I'm at.
Well, people with an Apple iPhone will get an alert that they're being tracked. That does not happen for Android users, but Apple has released an app. It's called Track Detector. That'll allow everyone to get such notifications.
Oh. And
fee for. So ate a bunch, tried to like feel better, went and cleaned off my car, and then drove over to the studio, did the class, which was really, really tough. Like at one point, I, honest to God, thought that I might not make it through the treadmill block, but nevertheless, she persisted. Even though I genuinely felt like I might pass out for the first time in my life, I actually had the best pyramid in the class. So go me, way to stick it out, get through it. And then I just came home. Actually, before I came home, I stopped by some woman's house because I found this little art on the marketplace, and I had seen it at Target a couple weeks back, and I thought it was so cute, but entirely unnecessary. Like, this stupid little marble arch was $30 from Target originally, I want to say. And yeah, it still has the tag on it. I don't really have a need for it. It would look good in here, but like, it just wasn't a necessary spend. And I was just scrolling through Facebook Marketplace last night because I love Facebook Marketplace, and saw that a woman was selling it for like $10. So I messaged her and I was like, her post was really funny too. It was like, selling this because I thought I needed it, and I absolutely don't. It doesn't even match anything in my home. So I messaged her and I was like, oh well, trying to convince myself that I don't need this either. Like, let me know if it doesn't sell in the next couple of days and I'll come grab it. And then like 30 minutes went by and I was like, ooh, do I really want to? So I messaged her and picked it up today. She was so sweet, like nicest little row home, nicest family. Her daughter like came to the door and was like, I love your outfit. And I had just come from lunch there, like I was sweating, my coat wasn't zipping right, like I was truly a hot mess, and her daughter and like, the puppies were just so cute. So really great, wholesome experience actually. One of my goals for this weekend is to clean up this little bar cart area back here. I want to get some wall anchors so that we can mirror. I ran out of the larger ones when I was hanging out my gallery wall, and I feel like The mirror's not super heavy, but it definitely is more substantial than other stuff I've hung, so just want to err on the side of caution there and grab a little bit larger of anchors for that, and then figure out like how I want to decorate that. I was planning on keeping it pretty much the same as my whole apartment, but Leo figured out how to jump up there. I think with the new trash cans he realized he can like hop up, which has not been great for us, but we are making do. So I want to figure that out this weekend, and then I have 2 shelves that I think I'm going to hang in my bedroom and just put some of these extra little plants on and stuff like that. I don't love that idea, but I feel like it just makes the most sense. So that's kind of looking ahead. If it wasn't obvious, I am making dinner. I'm making the pineapple chicken taco salsa, whatever that recipe was, fresh. So figured I would just catch you guys up and chop things at the same time. Get you a girl that can do both. Do you guys like chopping vegetables, or do you find it tedious? I feel like it's pretty split 50-50 between me and my friends. I personally love it. I feel like it's very satisfying and gives you instant gratification. And it's kind of hard to mess up. Like there's certain things that are harder to chop than others, but as a whole, I feel like it's just very satisfying to do. So I really like chopping, but I know that that's not common feeling for some. Thought I'd be able to multitask better than I am, but I'm really struggling to chop and talk at the same time. So I think I'm actually going to finish cooking this and I'll show you guys the final product. Every episode of And Just Like That that I watch gets progressively worse than the last. Am I going to keep watching it? Absolutely. Do I think it's a good show? Not really. And there's a lot you could dive into that are valid critiques of the show. But you know what I'm going to say that I have not heard anybody else say, maybe I'm just not following the right accounts, is justice for Steve. Like, he was a good character in the original series, and they just made him fucking dumb in the reboot. Like, what happened to Steve? He was like my favorite guy out of all of them. I loved Steve, and now he's just completely unaware of what's going on. He can't hear. Like, what is going on with Steve? Why did they do that to him? What did he do to deserve that? I don't know. Absolute trash. Can't wait till next Thursday. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Sorry the lighting is less than ideal right now. It is a little bit after 6:30.
What is that? Okay. Um, mm. This one. Uh, Yeah.